with the story. We have some fresh breaking inputs coming in on the NIA after the nationwide raids on PFI. This is what we are learning as far as the National Investigation Agency is concerned. There's been heavy deployment at the NIA headquarters, and this has gone up. Remember, the NIA is the agency which is playing a pivotal role in today's nationwide raids on the Popular Front of India. And what we are now learning is that the police deployment at the NIA headquarters has gone up. We also know that this is a multi-agency raid that's happening, an anti-terror raid. For more details, I'm joined in by Arunima, who will take us through the latest. Arunima, what is the situation at the NIA headquarters right now?
So see, NIA headquarters in any case is a guarded area where we see this PCR van deployed, but today there are more than one. You see more police personnel also come in here. This is the CGO complex. Of course, there are paramilitary personnel deployed, but the number of khaki men, these are Delhi police officials who have been brought in just as a matter of precaution because the National Investigation Agency will bring in and Sunil, if you could just come here and show on that side towards the BSF, you see more policemen gathering there. So you see more and more policemen coming in on this road opposite the National Investigation Agency. They are keeping an eye on the situation there and trying to ensure that there are no untoward incidents that happen. And these are policemen who are guarding the road opposite. There is this yellow tape that has been put in. More and more police vehicles are coming in. Usually you see only one police vehicle, but today you see more than one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that I can count already. On the other side of the road where the National Investigation Agency headquarters are, no cars are allowed to park there. Not many people are allowed to move around that area. More than 50 people have been arrested by NIA alone. Right. Approximately 3 to 5 new cases have been registered. So there is a high, level of activity that is going out at the headquarters. But these activities will go up once those arrested from the states are brought on transit remand to the headquarters, where the custodial interrogation will begin. That is expected by the end of the day or maybe tomorrow.
All right, stay with us, Arunima, because we are getting more breaking inputs right now. There are more raids, as Arunima was also pointing out. There are more raids taking place in the national capital itself. We are learning that more raids have happened in the areas of Nizamuddin, Simapuri, Okhla, Shaheen Bagh and Seelampur as well. Sources are telling CNN News 18 that at least 5 new cases have been registered by the NIA. This is something that was being highlighted by Arunima as well. We quickly go back to Arunima, who continues to stay with us. Arunima, clearly these raids are now gaining momentum in the national capital too. What do we now expect? Are there going to be more raids? So far we've learned of 5 new cases. Are these cases going to increase now?
So at least 5 is what we are told. Could be more, but these cases were registered because there was fresh evidence that came up before the investigating agencies. NIA is the lead agency because the charge is of terror financing. But there are other agencies involved as well. In the case of Delhi, the searches are by Enforcement Directorate and NIA as well, involvement of local Delhi police. And if you see the areas which have been searched, these are the same areas where during the anti-CA, anti-NRC protests, we saw people getting together. Of course, Shaheen Bagh was the center of those protests, but we saw at the Nizamuddin Basti, that's part of the West Nizamuddin area, people sit down just before Barapulla begins. Similarly, in Okhla also there were clashes that we saw. If you remember the clashes that happened at Jamia University as well. Simapuri, Seelampur area, again Northeast Delhi, parts of Northeast Delhi have seen a lot of communal tension. So these are areas where in the past also questions have been raised as to where is the funding coming in for the agitation, who's financing them, and that is the reason why Enforcement Directorate and NIA have gone ahead and searched some of the people. In fact, Parvez, who's now at the ED headquarters, was in the crosshairs of the Enforcement Directorate in that investigation as well.
Right, stay with us, Arunima, because I'm also joined in